I welcome you all to Major H.S. Kalsi's Balnoi Academy. I am Ritu Sahani, Faculty of English. In today's class, we're going to do phrasal verbs. I'm going to start with phrasal verbs, and after that we are going to do synonyms and antonyms. So it's a combined vocabulary class for phrasal verbs, synonyms and antonyms. So first we will begin with phrasal verbs. Let's begin. So as you can see over here, there is a theme today. What's the theme? Did you notice that? It's all get. The verb is common in all the phrasal verbs. Get, get, get. All phrasal verbs related to get. But let's define a phrasal verb first. What is a phrasal verb? Like get is a verb, at is a preposition. So a verb plus a preposition combination is known as a phrasal verb. At, into, up, down, over, through, across, away. All words are prepositions. So a verb plus a preposition combination is known as a phrasal verb. Now, the thing with phrasal verbs is they look easy. They are not some very difficult vocabulary words. They look easy, but they are neither easy nor complex. They are confusing. You can see over here why they are confusing. I just changed the preposition and the meaning changes. So they are confusing. So now how do we deal with this confusion? Two ways. Method one is the method I have taken. I have taken only one verb, which is get. And I have done all the phrasal verbs with get. Similarly, in my other video, you may have seen we have done call, run, put. The other phrasal verbs were done. So I took only one verb, run. So all phrasal verbs with run, 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 run. Call, 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 call. Put, 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 put. So this is one method, right? Take only one verb and do all the phrasal verbs with that verb. Second way to deal with this confusion is do full length examples. Don't do just word associations like I generally do for synonyms and no, because phrasal verbs are already confusing. So it will be nice if we do a full length sentence to understand it better, right? So these are the two techniques which we are going to follow to kind of beat the confusion and the challenge these phrasal verbs pose. That is the confusion, you know. Okay. Examiners confuse you more in the exam by giving all similar options. They might give you phrasal verbs in fill in the blanks. Kahan aate hain exam mein? Mostly fill in the blanks. Even spotting the errors. But in fill in the blanks, they could give you all four confusing options. Get at, get into, get through, get over. And then by looking at all similar options, you are all the more confused. Here then in the self-doubt. Fine. Let's begin. Okay. I think will it be a good idea to do them on the whiteboard first? Just see the prepositions first. At, into, up, down, over, through, across, away. I'll do it on the whiteboard first. So there'll be some room for interaction, some room for you to think. Right? Okay. We'll write the word. Get at, get into, get up, get down, get over, get through, get across, get away. I'd like to add one more. It is not there in that PDF. I'll add it over here. Get along. Okay. Now let's begin with understanding. There are two phrasal verbs over here which are related to vehicles, boarding and deboarding. किसी बस में चढ़ना, बस से उतरना, ट्रेन में चढ़ना, ट्रेन से उतरना. Which ones are those? Did you see? Where are they? Get into, get down. I got into the metro at 9 a.m. Board a vehicle. I got down at Dhola Kuan. Deboard. Deboard. There's a nice word for deboard. Please take note of this word also over here only. See, the whiteboard has its own importance. Of course, the PDF is important, but the whiteboard has its own importance. The hands-on teaching has its own role, actually. Alight. Alight. Alight is a synonym for deboard. Again, किसी बस से, ट्रेन से नीचे उतरना, शिप से, फ्लाइट से नीचे उतरना, प्लेन से, right? So it's alight. Now you alight word metro की announcements में भी सुना. Please allow the passengers to alight first. पहले उतरने वालों को उतरने दें, फिर चढ़े. So alight, nice word, huh? Okay. So these two I've drawn some similarity. Okay. Then how about get up? Two meanings. One is, what time do you get up? I get up, let's say, at 5 a.m. Meaning, wake up. Wake up. This is not the meaning, I've just written an example. Then the second, okay, I tell you, come on, get up. To rise from your seat, right? So when the teacher enters the classroom, all the students get up from their seats. So there are two meanings. One is wake up, and the second is rise from a seat. So that's get up. Then how about get at? Let's say if someone is beating around the bush, गोल गोल घुमा घुमा के बात कर रहा है, सीधा मुद्दे की बात ही नहीं कर रहा है, you can tell the person, what are you getting at? Question mark. It means, कहना क्या चाहते हो? Yeah. So it means, what do you mean? It just means to mean, to intend, to indirectly try to say something. कहना क्या चाहते हो? Yeah. Okay. Now get at has a second meaning also. Get at means reach. If I say the CBI tried to get at the bottom of the case, case की जड़ तक पहुंचना, reach, get at the bottom of the case. Yes? So 4 done over here. Then how about get along? Let's keep changing the colors. It will be easier for you. He gets along well with people. She gets along well with people. कैसा nature होगा ये? If you get along with people, you friendly, you mix up, you bond well, you gel up. घुल मिल जाना, get along well with people. You could be an extrovert, you get along well with anybody. Okay. Now, how about get away? Many rich people, many politicians, many celebrities get away from crime. Crime करते हैं पर बच निकलते हैं क्योंकि पैसा बहुत है, right? Power है, पैसा है, right? So I can say they escape punishment. So that is get away. Only escape also could be just a meaning of get away, escape. So sometimes get away from punishment. Get away could also mean escape your duties. अपने फर्ज से बच निकलना. Get away. So let's say some people send their parents to old age homes. That's how they get away from their duties. अपने फर्ज से escape करते हैं. You're supposed to take care of your parents. Okay. Then how about get over? If your friend has had a breakup, but still it's been 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, finally you would tell the person, hey man, get over that girl, get over that boy. So what are you trying to say? अबे भूल जाओ उसको, overcome, recover, right? So this is how get over is used. Overcome, recover. So how did I use? Generally with an unpleasant experience. No, my example was a breakup example. Similarly, you overcome your fears. You get over your fears. Let's say you have a fear of public speaking. Now you've had, you've taken some classes, you started joining some group discussion classes, some debates, presentations, and finally you got over your fear. 2-4 बार 10 बार स्टेज पे आए, अब डर नहीं लगता. Right? You got over your fear. This is how the get over is used. Now, get through. Now, should I erase, and because it becomes too crammed on the board. So you can take a picture of this. Let me do this. Yeah, you take a picture. So only 6 and 7 are remaining as I can see. Take a picture, then I'll explain the 6th and 7th one. Okay. Get through has 2 meanings. He got through the interview. He got through the examination. What happened? Cleared. Clear or crack. An interview or an exam. Second meaning of get through. I tell someone, I have been calling him since morning, but I couldn't get through. What am I trying to say? Get through means establish contact via phone. मतलब phone नहीं मिला. Yes, when sometimes at the other end, your customer care executive, you could hear this voice, the phone is not reachable, the phone is switched off. तब आप क्या यूज कर सकते हो? यू कैन से आई कुड नॉट गेट थ्रू. जो भी रीजंस होंगे, फोन नॉट रीचेबल होगा, स्विच ऑफ होगा, बट यू कुड नॉट गेट थ्रू. गेट थ्रू इज स्पेसिफिकली यूज्ड फॉर एस्टैब्लिशिंग कॉन्टैक्ट विया द फोन. Now, how about get across? I deliberately took it as the last one because I want to give that kind of an example. I'll use it in an example. Now you try to figure out what is the meaning of get across. So, have I got across the meanings of the 8 phrasal verbs? The 9th one is going on, which is this. So, before this, have I now got across the meaning? So, got across means what? Communicate an idea from one end to the other end. क्या मेरे दिमाग में जो इन बातों की अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, क्या यहाँ से निकल के वहाँ तक पहुँची? Right? So, get across is just to be able to communicate to the other person, to be able to make the other person understand, not only communicate, to be able to make the other understand. Communicate and understand is get across. So, if I say after explaining for half an hour, I finally got across my point, finally made the other person understand my point. So to communicate and make the other person understand. So with this, from my side, I am done with the get phrasal verbs, but we are going to go over the PDF and whatever nuances are there, tiny details, some additional inputs I'd like to give, we can go over simply for revision also. You can even tally that whatever was done on the whiteboard, is it there in the PDF? Yeah, did I explain it correctly? You can check for yourself. Fine. The two meanings we had discussed for get at, Pahunchna, the CBI is trying to get at the bottom of the case. They all got at a unanimous decision. Unanimous means सबकी सहमति से लिया गया एक ही फैसला, तो उस फैसले पे पहुंचे. Unanimous is a decision agreed by all. तो वो उस फैसले पे they got at the decision, reach a decision, right? Then what are you getting at? Like I said in Hindi, अरे भाई कहना क्या चाह रहे हो? What do you mean? What do you intend to say? Intention क्या है? Right? Okay, get into and down, if you remember. Boarding and deboarding, vehicle skill. So again, it means enter. Now here, I've used it differently, although it's used for vehicles also, of course. But we can use it this way also. The thief got into the house. Simply enter. घर में enter किया. तो घर में, किसी बस में, ट्रेन में, anywhere it is enter only. The meaning is enter. Now get down, step down from a vehicle or even stairs. Get down the stairs. Get down the ladder. Yes? She got down at Dhola Kuan from the taxi. I think I give a similar example. Okay. Now get up. I told you the two meanings. Stand up, rise from a seat, or wake up. So it has two meanings. Then get over, like I said, recover, overcome. It's generally from illness or a bad experience. Something bad. It could be a fear. It could be your breakup. This way, you know, your grief also. Sorrow, कोई दुख है, उससे उभरना. Pain है, all of that. So she will soon get over her injuries, overcome. She can get over the sorrow of losing her friend. So, you know, this way, nice examples written over here. This should be capital, by the way. She. Okay. Get through, like I said, clear or crack an interview or an exam, to succeed in an exam or interview. Two meanings, if you remember, I said to establish contact via the phone. Yeah? Has she got through her entrance exam? It means has she cleared? Then I have been trying to call you continuously, but I couldn't get through. It means phone nahi mila. This one has specifically to do with phone. Phone. Okay. Get across, manage to communicate an idea, manage to make the other person understand. Right? After explaining my idea to him for half an hour, I finally got my point across. So if you see, यहाँ get across है. Example में got हो गया. Of course होगा, वो verb है. The form will change, V2, V3, V1 ing, depending on the tense. Yes, so the form will change. If I want to use it with a singular subject, he, she, then I'll go for gets in simple present tense. She always gets across her point very well. Gets across. So I want to talk about a repeated action. Yes? Okay. Then get away. They are just listed over here. So this list, I think I could have shown you the list earlier. That's okay. I gave you an additional one also. I gave you get along also. Okay, last one, get away, escape a punishment. But I said ये duties escape करने के लिए भी use होता है. Basically, escape is the key word over here. Then how long can a criminal get away from judgment? Nice example. It's showing some hope in the judiciary कि कब तक आप law से बच सकते हो. कभी ना कभी तो the law catches up. Yeah, so that's a good example there. Fine. So with that, we are done with the get phrasal verbs. Now moving on to the synonyms and antonyms I was talking about. Here goes. Now, as you can see, it's like a table. Yeah, some overview let's take. Now, this vocab was related to the pandemic period, right? So, why I have given you some context over here? Yeah, why I have given you some context, because then the examples would be better understood. Examples also I have taken in, according to the pandemic. So then they will be better understood. Okay, so there is a context given over here. Okay. Now you can see there's a combined vocab over here. There are two idioms and phrases. 4 and 5 are idioms and phrases. The third one is a phrasal verb. Yeah, we just did in one of the earlier videos, clamp down for SSC word ladder, if you remember. Then scale up, ramp up, even this is a phrasal verb. Unprecedented is a vocab word. So second and third, these are phrasal verbs. Fourth and fifth, these are idioms and phrases. Yeah, I've written here. Idioms, phrase, phrasal verb, all combined vocab. It's a combined vocab, right? But there's a similarity. I've joined them. They're related to the pandemic. Yeah, let's begin. This word was very, very common in 2020. Yeah, it was used as an adjective for coronavirus. People said this pandemic is unprecedented. It means, unprecedented means जिसका कोई precedent नहीं है, precedent नहीं है. मतलब, now what is the meaning of the word precedent? First we need to understand that. So precedent क्या होता है? By the way, this is not the other precedent. Please check the spelling over here. It's not S-I-D-E-N-T, it's C-E. Yeah? Okay. It means, unprecedented means having no precedent. So it means यही word को तो पहले समझना पड़ेगा. So anyways, I'll talk about it, but unprecedented has a simple meaning, which is something which is novel. Novel भी क्या है? Novel means new. Unprecedented means ऐसा पहले कभी सुना ही नहीं, ऐसा कभी हुआ हो. फर्स्ट टाइम ये पैंडेमिक हुआ था, कोरोना वायरस. हिस्ट्री में निकाल के देख ले, कभी नहीं हुआ. दिस वाज टोटली न्यू एंड अनहर्ड ऑफ. इसको अनप्रेसिडेंटेड कहते हैं. Now coming to the meaning of the word precedent. Precedent means an event which is an example of similar following events. Right? It is just an example. जैसे generally used with the word set a precedent. As teachers, we are supposed to set a precedent, as in set an example, and then similar people will follow our steps this way. Yes. So precedent means an example which is used for similar events is a precedent. So unprecedented means ऐसा कभी situation आई ही नहीं, ऐसा कभी example हुआ ही नहीं, ऐसा similar event कभी आया ही नहीं. So this is unprecedented. Now how I have used it over here? Wonderfully used. Clearly, again, for the pandemic is an unprecedented global crisis. Unprecedented crisis मतलब ऐसा global crisis पहले कभी आया ही नहीं था, हुआ ही नहीं है. Then there was an unprecedented demand. Yeah, there was an unprecedented demand. किस बात का unprecedented demand था? कुछ याद आ रहा है? Yes, of mask, of sanitizers. इतनी डिमांड कभी हुई थी आज तक पहले? Mask, sanitizers, oxygen cylinders. Yes, unprecedented demand. Demand जो ऐसी पहले कभी नहीं हुई थी. Similarly, if I say this is an unprecedented, now these are all word associations, so therefore those slashes. Unprecedented storm, मतलब ऐसा storm पहले कभी नहीं आया था. Unprecedented interest. For example, as a child, as a student, if your teacher in your PTM tells your parent that your child has been showing unprecedented interest in this subject, means इससे पहले इतना interest इसने इस subject में कभी नहीं दिखाया था. Probably the role of the teacher. Teacher शायद अच्छा पढ़ा रहा है या जो भी कुछ reason होगा. Right? Unprecedented reason. Unprecedented interest. Then unprecedented number of deaths. This also we can use with coronavirus. I'll associate it with the pandemic only. इतनी जाने कभी गई हैं एक साथ? नहीं. Right? So it was unprecedented. Something which has no precedent and not a, there was not a, such an example which had of a similar event. Right? So this is the meaning of the word unprecedented. So I hope this theme will help you. This is my really an effort from my side. I've just taken a theme, and with that context, examples are better understood. So I've taken a theme, I've given you a context over here. Okay. Second one. Now what is scale up? What is ramp up? Accelerate basically. Increase, accelerate. अब supplies घट रहे थे, so people, the government said scale up the production of masks, sanitizers, scale up, ramp up, बढ़ाओ इसको, तेजी दिखाओ, right? This is how it's used. The precedent word is explained over here. Slightly the this should have been. I think I'll draw a line over here. That's it. This would clarify. Let me draw this way, if that makes things more clear to you. This is how the table form is there. The clamp down. Fine. That's better. The others are in sequence, only this one slightly went up, down, the alignment. An earlier occurrence is a precedent. Okay, anyways, we were talking about scale up and ramp up. I said accelerate, speed बढ़ाओ, increase करो. So to increase something in size, amount or production. So India aims to scale up the COVID-19 testing to 1 lakh. So testing को जल्दी करो और बढ़ाओ, कि 1 लाख लोगों की testing करो और so the बढ़ाओ. Like I used more examples, scale up the production of masks, sanitizers, oxygen cylinders, all of that. So now you'll never forget scale up and ramp up. ये words इतने common थे उस समय newspapers में, रोज newspaper में यही words होते थे. Right? Okay. Now clamp down. हमको किसको clamp down करना था? कोरोना वायरस, of course. उसी के प्रभाव को suppress करना था ना. उसी का जो negative impact था, कम से कम करना था, suppress करना था. Right? So not used over here, but I've somehow associated, of course, with coronavirus pandemic. Now we're going to read it. To take strong action or to stop or limit harmful or unwanted activity, like I said. Clamp down. In the earlier video also we've done it, is suppress. Right? क्रैक डाउन ऑन भी कहते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी गुड फ्रेजल वर्ब. जैसे गवर्नमेंट क्रैक डाउन करती है, क्रैक डाउन करती है किसी चीज पे, अगेन मतलब स्ट्रिक्टनेस दिखाती है, सप्रेस करती है उसको. अगेन अ क्रैक डाउन ऑन टैक्स इवेडर्स. दिस इज ऑल्सो हाउ वी कैन यूज इट. Let's read these examples. Same, the tax evasion. Evasion in the earlier video also I had explained. Evade करना means बचना, escape. टैक्स से बचते हैं. So उसको सप्रेस करना, उसके अगेंस्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्शन लेना, टू स्टॉप इट, या लिमिट करना. अगर रोक नहीं पा रहे हैं उसको कंट्रोल तो करो, राइट. So and generally it's used for negative things, any harmful activity, any unwanted activity. So of course this is harmful, it's unwanted, tax evasion. Again this is harmful, teenage drinking. So a clamp down on that. You're trying to stop it, you're trying to control it, limit it, suppress it. Right. Then the UP government has started to clamp down upon, किसके ऊपर clamp down कर रहे हैं? Black marketers. Spelling is wrong. Marketers, M-E, marketers, and hoarders. Hey, by the way, who are hoarders? जो होर्डिंग करते हैं. They stock. They stock in abundance. सरप्लस में स्टॉक करके रख लेते हैं, उनको होर्डर्स कहते हैं, राइट. टन्स एंड टन्स ऑफ टमेटोज रख लिए अपने गोडाउन में और फिर मार्केट में टमेटोज का रेट बढ़ा दिया. सेम फॉर अनियंस एंड पोटैटोज एंड ऑल फूड कमोडिटीज. यही होता है मोस्ट टाइम्स जब प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं, होर्डिंग की वजह से भी बढ़ते हैं. होर्डिंग इज वन ऑफ द रीजंस प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं. सो इट मीन्स स्टॉकिंग. जो अबंडेंस में स्टॉक कर देते हैं, एक्सेस में स्टॉक करते हैं, वो होर्डर्स होते हैं. आई थिंक जमाखोरी, यस, होर्डर्स. सो यूपी गवर्नमेंट उनके ऊपर क्लैम्प डाउन करता था, होर्डर्स पे. इट मीन्स उनके ऊपर स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन, स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्शन, ट्राइंग टू स्टॉप देम. उनको थोड़ा कंट्रोल करो, right, and suppress them. This is how. Okay, so we're done with the two phrasal verbs. Now how about the two idioms? The phrase over here is let one's guard down, or to put one's guard down. It means become less careful. In a way it means become careless. Yeah, so सावधानी थोड़ी कम कर देना. So for example, again you try to go back to the corona period only, try to recall people were wearing mask and it was becoming very strict और बहुत ऐसे था. पर धीरे धीरे जब सिचुएशन ठीक होने लगी, people started dropping their guard down. छोड़ो, थोड़ा सा मास्क यहाँ तक भी आ जाता था. People used to just wear it this way. So थोड़ी सावधानी हट जाती, letting your guard down. So to become less vigilant or less guarded, huh? Not guarded, less guarded, less vigilant. To stop being cautious about potential trouble or danger. So it's just to become less careful. Vigilant is a very good word for watchful and extra alert. Vigilant is a word for alert, cautious, and watchful. 1, 2, 3. 3 synonyms for vigilant. तो अगर आप कम अलर्ट होते हो तो कहते हैं you drop your guard down. जैसे सावधानी हटी दुर्घटना घटी, is that actually you let your guard down. So we should not lower our guard. See, यहाँ lower भी use करते हैं, यहाँ let भी है, lower भी. You lower your guard. It means again you stop being extra careful. You drop your guard post lockdown. Okay. तो लॉकडाउन के बाद लोगों ने फिर सावधानी हटा दी थी और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग की ऐसी तैसी कर रखी थी, राइट. सो देयर वाज नो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, देयर वर लार्ज प्रोसेशंस एंड इलेक्शन रैलीज और क्या नहीं हो रहा था, राइट. सो इट वाज रियली पीपल लेट देयर गार्ड डाउन. सब भूल भाल गए कि कोरोना भी कोई बला थी, या सब all kind of no caution was exercised, right? ओके, कोरोना के चलते भी हुआ था ये तो ऑफ कोर्स बाद में तो ऑब्वियसली people were less cautious. Now this I've written slash slash, so it's a little confusing. I'll clarify it to you. It is this: shut the stable or close the stable, whichever way you use. Shut the stable, close the stable, or shut the barn door. Barn, by the way, is stable only. जहाँ horses को रखते हैं, that is a stable or a barn. Or close the stable or close the barn door. Whichever way you use the phrase or idiom, it means the same thing. We can also say it this way, and the horse has left the barn. Now, if you close the stable after the horse has bolted, see how I have used a wonderful idiom over here. Now we're going to say, the New York governor says the US acted too late to control the coronavirus. The horse had already left the barn. It means the damage was already done. कोरोना पूरी तरह अमेरिका में फैल चुका था, ये सोते ही रह गए, इन्होंने कोई एक्शन नहीं उठाया. So this is almost along the lines of damage is done. अब पछताए होत क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. This is what it means कि damage, नुकसान हो चुका है, ये अब इतनी लेट एक्शन ले रहे हो. So this is what it means to be so late in taking action to prevent something bad that the bad event has already happened. The damage has been done, and this is the meaning of the horse has left the barn. So I can say it in multiple ways. 1, 2, 3. So many different ways. एक ही मतलब है कि नुकसान हो चुका है. Right? Damage has been done and you are very late in taking any preventive action. So this is a suitable example again from the coronavirus point of view. Fine. So this was something very different I tried out with you. I thought that when I give you a context and you relate all of the vocab to just one thing, right? All vocabulary is related to the pandemic. So somehow it will be clearer and better understood. Fine. Moving on. That's it. Now what are we going to do? So as you can see over here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. 5 words, then how many sections? First the meaning, word, meaning, synonym, antonym also is there over here, then the examples. Examples are nothing but, by the way, there is a typing error over here. This is not communication. Huh? This is this word, communion. The typing problem. It is communion. Okay. So the first word is communion. Second word is pogrom. Look at the pronunciation I have given in Hindi also. Pogrom. Yeah. The third word is purloin. Purloin. Reprobate. Reprobate. The fifth one is staji. Staji. I've written in Hindi also this time. Okay. Staji. Now before we get into this much detailing, how about just one Hindi word quickly? Communion. Again I'll have to write. Communion. मन की बातें करना. मन की बात. कुछ याद आया? PM Modi. Yeah, मन की बात is there on the radio. Communion. That's a communion with the countrymen. देश के लोगों के साथ वो communion करते हैं. मन की बात. Pogrom. तबाही. Utter destruction. Tabahi is pogrom. Then we have purloin, churana. Anything churana is purloin. Now, reprobate. Hindi is not very good. It's not very useful over here. Anyways, when we do the detailing, we will see over here. I've written one word, badmash. That's how dictionary gives, but not very useful. Badmash. So we will see what it means. Okay. Staji, udasin. Again, I think it's not very useful because most people Hindi भी अब इतनी अच्छी नहीं रही. English तो जो है, MashaAllah. But Hindi also, is not very good of most people, right? So I think this is also not very useful. No problem. No problem. We will see the meaning. Okay, here we go. What's the meaning of communion? As I said, sharing of intimate thoughts and feelings. What is intimate? Personal, private. Yeah, personal and private. So therefore the synonyms are togetherness and association. Communion. और अगर टुगेदरनेस इसका सिनोनिम है तो एंटोनिम यही होगा, डिविजन, साथ आना, अलग होना. टुगेदरनेस, डिविजन. सो एसोसिएशन, ये एसोसिएट हो रहे हैं, ये डिसयूनिटी, यूनिटी का एंटोनिम डिसयूनिटी. ओके. So communion with nature, communion with God. I gave you the PM Modi example, but यहाँ कुछ और लिखा है. Let's understand this. Now there are some people who are plant lovers, nature lovers. So आपने देखा वो अपने पौधों से बात करते हैं. Yeah, they talk. They have a communion. They share their intimate thoughts and feelings with their plants, or even with their animals. अपने dog से बात करते हैं. Yes. So the communion, the togetherness is there, that association is there, private, personal feelings there, sharing. Okay. So this is how, yes, of course, people talk with God, and you should talk also. You have your natural conversation with God. Yeah. You don't talk what people teach you. Okay, ऐसे ही pray करनी होती है. Not like that. जो आपके मन की बात है, you talk with God in your pray time. Fine. Now, how about the word pogrom? As I said, it is tabahi. Organized mass murder. The key word over here is mass. Large scale में जब होता है. So therefore इसका synonym क्या बनेगा? Genocide. Genocide and massacre. Massacre. Again, it's brutal also, merciless. Therefore slaughter, holocaust. There's so many synonyms of this word. Right? Holocaust is a synonym. Look at the pronunciation. Holocaust. Slaughter. Genocide I haven't given. I should give. Please write. Genocide. Also a synonym for pogrom. History में पढ़ा होगा. Pogrom of Jews. हुआ था या नहीं हुआ था? Gas chamber में. Yeah. So they were put in the gas chamber. They were mass murdered. This is how the word pogrom can be used. Okay. The pogrom happening in the Middle East. So if pogrom means mass murder, if this is murder, killing, so what could be the antonym of killing? Relief, rescue. यहाँ जान ले रहे हैं, यहाँ जान बचा रहे हैं. Therefore, rescue and relief are antonyms of pogrom. Now, how about the third one, purloin? As we said, this is churana. Now, so many synonyms for churana are there. Heist. There's a series on Netflix, Money Heist. So many of you may have seen it also. Chura rahe, bank robbery or something. I haven't seen it, but yeah, it's that only, I guess. Right? So it's robbery also could be. Robbery. Theft. 2 more synonyms we got. 3 were written away. I give you 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, 6 different ways to say churana. Okay. But then there is a thin line of difference. Let's understand. क्या लिखा है, मीनिंग क्या लिखा है, टू टेक अनदर्स बिलोंगिंग्स विदाउट परमिशन, बिना पूछे आप ले लेते हो तो आप चुरा ही रहे हो, ऑफ कोर्स. नाउ लूट अगेन मैस स्केल पे होता है, बड़े स्केल पे होता है, दैट्स लूटिंग. देन pilfer is small quantities when you take gradually, so that the other person doesn't realize only कि उसका कुछ चोरी हो गया है. That is pilfer. Right? For example, let's say it's an office, and if lot of pens are there, about 30-40 pens are kept at the reception. Now some person, whoever, I would not like to take the name of the person, yeah, any person, it could be a student, employee, office boy, whoever, I don't know, I don't care. ये एक पेन ले गया एक दिन, एक पेन चुपचाप घर ले, फिर 3-4 दिन बाद फिर से एक और पेन ले गया, 4-5 days, one more pen, like this, धीरे धीरे. So then it will not come in the notice of only anybody, unless it is now 2-3 months, and then पेन कहाँ जा रहे हैं सारे, right? So it's gradually, धीरे. You pilfer small amounts actually. So it's used for gradual stealing of small amounts, and this is how it's used. Okay. Then heist is, ये forceful है, gunpoint. It's on gunpoint and forceful and all of that. Okay. Now, like I said, it's the same example I gave you. Pilfer pens or paper from an office. Now you could purloin, wrong spelling away. It is loaf, L-O-A-F, loaf. Pilfer a loaf of bread. Let's say there is a beggar, उसको भूख लगी है, उसने 4 दिन से कुछ खाया नहीं है. Let's say now he is outside one confectionery shop. Yeah? So let's say if the shopkeeper is not paying attention, he'll quickly steal one loaf of bread and run away because he's hungry. He'll purloin that. Yes. So purloin a loaf of bread. By the way, there's a spelling mistake away. L-O-A-F. Loaf of bread. Again, same thing for any jewelry. वो jewelry चुरा ली, pilfer, necklace, wallet, mobile phone, watch. In metro. Yeah. So somebody could purloin your mobile phone. Somebody could purloin your watch. तभी लिखा होता है ना, beware of pickpockets, because they purloin. Pickpockets purloin. Yes, pickpockets steal. Okay. Then अगर ये चुराना है, तो एंटोनिम क्या होगा, दे देना. Yes. So it's very nice word, bestow, give. To put to use, apply, contribute. प्रदान करना, ऐसे that way दे देना, contribute, apply, all of these words will happen to be, these antonyms are not very conventional antonyms, so which is why exam में mark भी नहीं हो पाते हैं, they're difficult ones. So I'm trying my best to explain how this is the antonym. So अगर ये murder करना है, kill करना, तो ये बचाना, this is how. ये चुराना है तो ये दे देना. Yeah, so bestow, apply, contribute. Okay. Now, again, there is a typing error. There should be a space over here. No, is written over here, then it's correct. Bestow. It's just bestow, not a. Bestow a degree on or upon. See, hey, one word is not written over here. I'll give it to you. The word is confer. C-O-N-F-E-R. Even that is an antonym of purloin. कॉन्फर क्या किया जाता है, कॉन्फर अ टाइटल, हमेशा किसी टाइटल, कभी किसी को कोई शीर्षक उपाधि दी जाती है, देन यू से ही वाज कॉन्फर्ड अ टाइटल ऑफ द फ्लाइंग सिख, यस, मिल्खा सिंह, राइट. सो कॉन्फर, टाइटल कॉन्फर किया जाता है, प्रदान करना, दे देना, जब देते हो, राइट. सो दिस इज हाउ डिग्री भी आपको बिस्टो की जाती है, इट इज गिवन टू यू, बिस्टो. Similarly, people say he is bestowed with talent. Lot of talent God has given. God has given it to him. Right? So, okay. Moving on. Fourth word. What's the word? Reprobate. Reprobate is an unprincipled Again, a typing error. It's not normally corrupt. It is morally corrupt. Morally corrupt. Morally corrupt person. हिंदी में if you want अनैतिक, अनैतिक है, नैतिकता नहीं है, ethic, unethical. So I'll give you another synonym, unethical. Unethical. Nice synonyms, rogue, R-O-G-U-E, rogue, and even we say depraved, rogue and depraved. So these are also the synonyms of reprobate. I think R and R, reprobate, rogue. That's how you remember. Now, how nice word association over here. If it's a reprobate cop, it means कैसा पुलिस वाला है, रिश्वत लेता होगा, बदमाश होगा. So again, corrupt है, corrupt है. They've shown you in one of the movies also. I think Ranveer Singh की एक movie है. He's played the role of a reprobate cop in that movie. Later, of course, he's a hero. He becomes very principled. बाद में अच्छा सा दिखाया है उसका character. But yeah, initially, they showed him as a reprobate cop. He used to take a lot of bribe and corrupt. He was very corrupt. Okay. So similarly, we can use this with a judge also, a reprobate judge. It means इनके कोई moral values नहीं है, unethical, morally corrupt, rogue and depraved. Therefore, the antonym is virtuous. Virtuous. Now you need to understand the word virtue. Virtue क्या? Good quality. गुण, गुण और अवगुण कहते हैं. So if you have lot of virtues, you are a virtuous person. Yes? Okay. So upright also we say. He is upright, she is virtuous. It means ethical, morally principled, has lot of virtues, good qualities, and this one does not have good qualities, is reprobate. So in that sense, the word badmash was written. I didn't like that word. Okay. But it was there in the Hindi dictionary, so I wrote it. I thought somehow it will help you, so I wrote it. Okay, now the word stodgy. Stodgy means dull and uninspired. Anything which lacks originality or excitement. उसमें ओरिजिनलिटी नहीं है, इसीलिए वो डल है, इसीलिए वो अनइंस्पायरिंग है. So therefore we say stodgy. Now, wonderful examples of stodgy given over here. Stodgy TV serials. Stodgy, let's take a simple example only first. Stodgy TV serials. It means all copied content from here and there. Not original, right? So therefore it is dull, therefore it is uninspiring. Nobody would want to copy it because it's already copied. So it's dull and uninspiring. It is lacking excitement, lacking originality. Okay. Now, stodgy sitcom. What's the meaning of the word sitcom? Situational comedy. Situational comedy. This is a genre of comedy. So it's a category of comedy, situational comedy. So we have these, let's say we have rom-coms, romantic comedies, we have sitcoms, situational comedies. Okay. Then, if it's a stodgy trip, आप एक tour पे गए, picnic, road tour, vacation, holiday, and it was a stodgy one. It means it was very dull. Yeah, no excitement was there on the trip. It was a very boring trip. Nothing new, right? So this is how the word stodgy is used. And that is the meaning of the Hindi word udasin. Okay. Now, how about the synonyms? Since it is uninspiring, it is uninteresting, and look at the nice synonym, dreary, dreary. Now this we can use it for a day, a class, a period, a meeting, a lecture. You can say today's class was a very dreary class. आज का सब्जेक्ट, आज का पीरियड, आज के बहुत ही बोर हो गए, बिल्कुल ही डल था एंड अनइंस्पायरिंग, एंड सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन से अ ड्रेयरी डे, अ ड्रेयरी क्लास, then therefore it is uninteresting. Then if something is lacking excitement, therefore the antonym is anything which is exciting. It's lacking originality, तो antonym क्या होगा? Creative. Creative means what? खुद create किया है, original है, right? So therefore exciting, interesting and creative. Exciting, interesting and creative are clearly the antonyms of unexciting, uninteresting and dreary and stodgy. Right? So with this, I am done with the vocabulary for today's class. That should be all. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.